Capricorns whose birthday is today, January 1st, but as well, welcome for another brand new year, 2023. I hope all of you guys are doing well. As promised, I have come back to you to give you your three-part reading, which is my bonus, but also a gift to you as well. As you have saw prior to this video, I have as well sent out you some vibes virtually with a nice cake and a bottle of wine. And so we are here to celebrate. It's almost like double energy here, because not only are you starting off a new month, but you are starting off a new month for a brand new year. And with that being said, everyone, cheers. All right, let's toast a glass, virtual toast. And cheers for a brand new year ahead. But just as a side note, I will say that although today we are celebrating the new year of January 1st, January 1st is actually the start of the new year if you're going by the Gregorian calendar, which is being celebrated for most countries. But other social and cultural religions is observing and will celebrate the new year starting with the vernal, or what we know as the spring equinox, starting in March of the 21st or March 21st. But also the time of the vernal equinox was celebrated around March 21st, dating back to 2000 BC. During that time, the calendar was based on the season. And March was when the planting season started. And so it was therefore chosen as the first of the year. So it's still being observed in other countries as well, celebrating the new year for March 21st, between the 21st and the 25th. But depending on basically what calendar you are following, then that is where for some countries they will be celebrating what we will be celebrating, or what is observed here in the States or this country on January 1st. For some other countries, they will be celebrating their new year under another calendar for March 21st. Okay, so that's just a side note. So anyway, with all that being said, let us get right into your reading, because I don't want to keep you. I know you have the rest of the day to celebrate your special day. And like I said, it's extra special because you are spearheading off the new year. All right, so let's jump into your readings. So we are going to jump right in to your first part reading, which will be about your personal and spiritual growth. Okay, and so as always, I always notate what is the overall energy message that will be based upon with this first part reading. And so the message for your spiritual and your personal growth is letting go of traditional or old viewpoints and stepping into your newfound spiritual path ahead. It may be scary, but your spiritual journey is being guided in a direction meant for you. All right, so remember that is your energy message that I got from your reading. As always, I have pre-shuffled and I pre-drawn your cards ahead of time just to better chime in to see what energy and what your week will be like starting from today into the stretch of the rest of the week. So the first card I pulled out was from your Angel Tarot deck card, because I wanted the guidance of your spirit angels to kind of start off your reading, particularly for this area, to see exactly how it will coincide with the rest of your reading. And the card that was pulled was Unity. So this is your Archangel Sandalphon coming through to give you this message here. Traditional viewpoints or methods, spiritual organizations, seek out mentors and like-minded friends. So as we go further into your message, you will see how that message will tie in with the rest of your spread. Okay, so the first card that came out, guys, that started or is starting off your tarot spread is the Two of Swords. So because this is your personal spiritual part of the area of your life that we are focusing on at this time, the Two of Swords for me in this scenario speaks upon you guys. Now, some of you might have the swords deals with air signs, so you might, depending on your placement, you might have air placements, which would be either Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. So you might have that somewhere placed in your signs, or you might somehow actually, it might be on the coming somewhat transiting maybe on the cups, but more than likely you might have Aquarius, because after Capricorn the next sign over is Aquarius. So some of you might be of an air sign because the source is air. So the Two of Swords, as you can see, is an energy here that is blindfolded, whether this is for some of you masculine out there, as this is showing a feminine energy, it can apply for both, as we know, and it's been mentioned that there is no specific gender. So this could be for some of you masculine, some of you feminine, that might be dealing with this energy of the Two of Swords, meaning that you have been, maybe in the past few months, maybe in the past 2 months or so, you've been dealing with not seeing things, holding yourself back, in a sense, to step out into something brand new. And because the focus and the energy looks to me that it's appearing to be more of a spiritual message here, I think that some of you guys may have grew up or was raised under maybe strict traditional beliefs when it came to spirituality or with religion, and some of you have been holding on to that belief quite some time. So with that being said, it looks like now there has come a time that you guys as adults, because this is something that you guys may have, like I said, grew up as a child. You know, when we are children, generally we adapt or we follow what our parents teach us in terms of religion, right? And basically we have no choice but to just go along with what they believe in, right? Until such time come that we move out, and then basically we step into our own way of believing certain things or taking on our own beliefs. So I feel that the Two of Swords energy is letting me know that some of you, like I said, have been blinded by trying to step out into your own way of what it is that you want to believe in and what it is you want to follow in terms of your spiritual path. All right? So as we move over to the next card is the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups shows to me that you guys will be at some point taking that stand to kind of come out of that old traditional viewpoint, the religion or the spiritual beliefs that has helped you on until now. But as an adult, you are ready to kind of try something new. Okay, and the Three of Cups also shows that you will find like-minded people. Remember, going back to the message from your Archangel Sandalphon, he mentions that seek out mentors and like-minded friends. So how fitting that the Three of Cups came out, because this represents friendship. It represents collaborating, but it means just working together and embracing. You going to attract or draw people just like yourself in terms of the new path that you are going toward. And so it's going to be like your own network of support moving ahead toward the direction you want to, spiritually speaking. Okay, so you will, in some time soon, you will be connecting with people who are like you, who is looking to kind of find something different, right? Now, when I look at the bottom of that card, from the bottom of the deck, we have here the Hierophant. The Hierophant is one of your spiritual cards in the deck because it's all about tradition. It's all about spiritual awakening. It's about spiritual, it's almost like you starting a spiritual quest. And although you're not quite certain perhaps in which direction you want to go, but you are trying to at least get out there and explore, right? So that's why the Hierophant energy, unfortunately, came or was seen at the bottom of the deck. So it makes sense as far as this reading goes. Now moving over to the next card over, the third card, we have here strength. So speaking of which, like I said, you might not know the direction or the path that you are ready to explore, but you are going to take on, because not only is the strength card about strength, but it's also about bravery, kind of stepping out of your comfort zone, or in this scenario, stepping out of what you have been taught, what you've been told, and you are taking that leap of faith to kind of, as I said, step out of your comfort zone and be brave enough to see what else is out there that will suit you. Because for so long, growing up, you've been under the religious beliefs of perhaps your parents or whoever it was that you was around when you were younger or somewhere in your past. But moving ahead now, you are going to take on this strength, because when we sometimes delve into a certain journey, or when we begin a certain journey, we don't always know perhaps everything there is to know, right? Sometimes, as the expression goes, walk by faith and not by sight. And sometimes in doing that, what happens? It's very scary. We are sometimes apprehensive because we're not quite sure about the journey that we are about to embark on. But with faith and with just taking that bravery, that strength energy, more than likely sometimes it's going to head us in the direction that was meant for us. We just did not see it at first because we had the blinders on. We was going by other people's path, other people's direction. But was it really the direction for you? Probably not, right? And we're not judging and we're not knocking the belief systems of your parents or family, whomever it was that you grew up with. But again, I believe those practices and the beliefs that you had, it started from the past, because at the bottom of the deck, after pulling the strength card, we have the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is an energy that comes from things from the past, memories. But in this sense, it's the belief system that you've held onto from the past. And like I said, we're not judging. But when it comes to a point in one's life where now we are an adult and we are looking to kind of, as I said, explore other beliefs, then this is the best time. Because as we move down to clarify these energies, why did these energies come up? What is the overall message? So to clarify the Two of Swords, we have here the Ace of Cups. The Ace of any suits always means new starts, new beginnings. So once you take that strength card, take that bravery, guess what's going to happen? You're going to open up for yourself a belief. You're going to open up for yourself new ways of embracing the new things that's going to come to you in terms of religion, in terms of what it is your spiritual journey will entail. And so the ace, if you look closely, you see a hand here. This is a spiritual hand. This is a hand from the divine, from the universe. The universe is going to support you. You have your angels with you. You have a system behind you, the energy from the divine, helping you to guide you toward now your own direction, your own path ahead. So this is what the Ace of Cups represents. And now moving over to clarify the Three of Cups, we have here the Seven of Pentacles. So the Seven of Pentacles shows me that you guys have been reflecting upon this maybe in the past couple of months, sometime within this year, right? Because this year has also, I feel, has been a year of reflection, and things is now starting to culminate in terms of what it is and how we want to now approach 2023. So you've been putting in the work for yourself. Now, as you put in the work of understanding perhaps that now it's time for me to take on a new spiritual journey, this is where you're also going to attract or meet other people along the way. And it's no longer going to be like a solo type of quest. You're going to have people, as you begin to work toward that, it's almost like you're going to embark on that path. You're going to be meeting people from all areas, so to speak. that's going to come together with you, and you're going to be happy because it's like, they understand where you're coming from. You will have people that will identify with what it is that you're trying to do, and understanding that other people have been like me, trying to let go of tradition and trying to find a new modern way of how you want to approach your journey ahead, right? If that makes sense. And moving over to the strength card, to clarify the strength card, we come to the King of Wands. So the King of Wands is an energy that is basically, you are in fact taking the initiative. You are standing in your own power to now understand that I have the control, I have what it takes to change my course and not following the path of what I've been used to, right? So this is a position, be it masculine or feminine, this is a position where you are now going to stand firm on what it is that you want to believe in and what makes you feel, what interests you, basically. Maybe you was raised or brought up around some spiritual beliefs that maybe you didn't quite understand. Maybe it wasn't quite for you. But like I said, because you were in that environment and maybe you was there, you felt that you had to stick around to take on those beliefs. But now, with the King of Wands, you are now beginning to, like I said, stand on your own feet, so to speak, and kind of stepping out, exploring other things that you want to look into in terms of, again, finding the direction, your destiny, your spiritual journey there is moving ahead. And you're going to do so because 2023 is here, and it's all about changes. It's all about embracing and allowing ourselves the opportunity to embrace whatever area of our life that is. But when it comes to your spiritual journey, this is the time that you guys, I find, will actually take the leap of faith to do so. And how I know that is because, as well, at the bottom of the deck, behind the King of Wands, we have here the Ten of Wands. So the Ten of Wands is a completion, which means that all that you have strived to do within this year, you are releasing, you are pushing away anything that you feel doesn't serve you at this time. But as well, you are letting go. You are ready to take that leap of faith. Although you might not quite know which direction it is, you are willing to take action, because the Wands is about action. It's a go-getter, right? So you are aligning yourself with receiving support. You are aligning yourself and putting yourself in a position to venture out, okay? To venture out starting off this new year. So as we come down to the bottom, we're going to close out by seeing what the final messages are in support of these energies that have come out for you. And so to clarify the Ace of Cups and the Two of Swords, why do those energies come out for you? Well, the soul's journey here is saying humor. It says, I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. And that message basically just means that, again, if you were kind of blinded by the seriousness of being stuck with what it was that you have been used to believing all these years, now it's time for you to remove that energy, to remove that feeling of feeling that it's something that you must stick with. No, now you are embracing life's the opportunities that will come about. You are ready to embrace it, but you're embracing it with a lighter type of flair, an energy that's going to be uplifting. When you think about humor, it's something that is more relaxing, right? When you smile at something, or when you look at something being humorous, it does take on a lighter type of flair and a spirit, right? So as you move forward toward embracing and seeing what your destiny is, you're going to be open-minded about it, and you're not going to be so hard on yourself at the same time, if that makes sense, right? So we can see why humor, this energy card, came out to kind of support that. It kind of eases the energy of the Two of Swords, because the Two of Swords is a very kind of strict, kind of rigid type of energy, right? So with the humor card, it just basically uplifts and take the edge, so to speak, of that energy. All right? Now, as we move over to kind of clarify and to see what the overall energy messages was from your Three of Cups and your Seven of Pentacles, the card that came out was following the path of another. It says your path is being redirected to where it should be. And how fitting that this card came out, because this is what you guys are in the transition, in the process of doing. You are coming out of following the path of someone else or other people, whether it be family or depending on the environment that you were surrounded in, when it came to certain spiritual beliefs or certain social opinions and viewpoints. You are now, as I've been mentioning, you are now stepping out of that to follow a path that has been directed for you. Okay, or I should say redirected. So you're coming out from that traditional viewpoint, and now your path for it, it's going to be redirected to something that is going to make you happy. Because maybe, as I said, now you are seeing things more broader, and you are understanding this is something that's more suitable for me. This is something that I think I want to go by, or this is something I want to follow. I believe that this will work for me, right? Now, closing out to now clarify why the Strength card came out along with the King of Wands, we have here narrow pathway. It says tread thoughtfully. So narrow pathway, if you really look, you see that there's a pathway like a ladder, right? It's like a trail, but it's very narrow. It's very thin. So if you are looking ahead towards your journey and your path, as I mentioned earlier, you might not always know where it's taking you. But at that point, it calls for you to what? Have the strength and the bravery to take that leap of faith to still begin that journey. You have to start from somewhere. So even though this path may look scary and you're not quite sure and you might be a little apprehensive about stepping out and exploring other viewpoints when it comes to religion and things that will kind of help you find what your destiny is about, it's going to be scary. Because anytime that we are about to step upon a narrow walkway, a narrow ladder, or a pathway, it is going to be scary because we don't know the risk. We know it's risky, but we don't quite know, right? So this is where the faith come in at, and the trust and the belief, because you definitely have the divine behind you, you have your angels behind you. Everything has been orchestrated for you guys to begin your journey. And why I know is because at the bottom of that deck, we have here begin now. Now is the time for you guys to start that path. Although it might be scary, you might be hesitant, you might be apprehensive, but it says take your first step. What did I just say a few minutes ago? You have to take the step. You have to start from somewhere. And so you guys, I believe, have already been working on that. And because we have arrived beginning upon a new year, I believe going forward, you guys will continue to take that step toward what it is that you know will be right for you as you begin your journey toward your spiritual path. All right? So once you understand your personal motivation, then it kind of transpires, or it kind of leads into your spiritual path. But remember, with anything, with any area of our life, it always starts from within. So take a look inside, step aside, go to a quiet place, meditate, pray upon it to even get more downloads, to get more messages from your angels so they can help you, because they are there to help you, but they want to see you take that first step. All right? So, guys, that is what I got for the first part of your reading. And now we are going to move over to your love and relationships. And we're going to see what is happening in that area. Just give me a second. Make sure my cards kind of moved when I pulled it up. All right. So let's talk about what was the overall energy that I picked up from this area of your life. So for the love, the energy message here is you have been hurt. You are healed from that unloving relationship. New love will be coming towards you, and it has been blessed by the divine. And so just like with your personal and spiritual growth, when I just mentioned a few minutes ago that you guys have your angels behind you, you guys in every area, you have divine guidance. So whatever area that this hits home for you, then this will be reassurance that as you do start something new, that it's been divinely guided for you, okay? And we can't never question the hands of the divine, right? Because the universe sees things that we don't see. The only difference is that when we want to see things, it's human time, it's our timing. And we have to understand that human time is not divine timing. And divine timing is not going to happen when we want it to be, okay? So as long as you keep that in mind, then you would understand that anything new that is coming toward us, and once we have that divine hand in it, it's going to be okay. All right? So let's jump in with your reading for the love. And the first card that came out, you guys, was the Five of Pentacles. Okay? So I feel that as I chimed in and was finished with your card spread, I feel overall that, again, as the message here, that some of you have been hurt. Okay? Some of you may have just come out recently of a relationship, and it may have been connected with an earth sign. It could be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. I'm kind of picking up it may have been a Virgo that some of you guys may have been in a relationship with or been connected with recently, I would say in the past 5 months or so. But whatever it was, you was hurt by this relationship. You was hurt by this person. And the Five of Pentacles energy is an energy of loss. It's of hurt. It's of disappointment. But it is also of sadness. It's kind of being left out. Feeling unappreciated, if you will. Feeling cold. So the energy that you guys have been under, perhaps, remember, I didn't mention that this is general. So although you guys share the same birthday, but just know that these readings and the reading I just did with your personal, it's still general. Okay, so some of it may apply for you. You may not find that the personal resonated, but maybe this resonates with you. And if this doesn't resonate, maybe the money and job finance will resonate with you. But just know, just take the parts that do and leave the rest for your fellow viewers. Okay. So like I said, some of you may be experiencing this. I think that this is a past energy, that this is something that has happened already. And like I said, some of you was badly hurt coming out of this relationship. And so actually some of you are in this energy of healing, being healed from this relationship. Okay? Now, I'm just trying to see if I want to shift over or shift down. Okay, I'm going to actually shift over. So, coming from the Five of Pentacles, things is going to look up for you in the love department. And I know you guys love to hear that. How do I know that? Is because we have here the Ace of Cups. Now, as I mentioned in your other reading, anytime that an ace come out, any suit, any ace of any suit that comes out in a reading, it always represents new, fresh, new beginnings, whether it be relationships, new job career, anything new in the perspective of starting over, or something that is beginning, or something that will be coming towards you in the future. The Ace of Cups is a love card. The energy of Cups is about emotions. It's about, being fulfilled when it comes to particularly with love, because we're talking about this area of your life at this time. So the Ace of Cups is something will be coming towards you. So don't feel too disappointed. Don't feel too hurt about what has happened, because that is in the past. We are in 2023. We are looking ahead. And so, with that being said, new love is on the horizon. And if you can see, there's a hand that is extended out under this cup, meaning that this is this connection that's coming towards you. And it could be, I believe that this could be a water sign, perhaps, that is coming towards you. So, water sign element is those of Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So, it could be any of those water signs that might be coming towards you in the future. So, stay positive and know again that that hand is being divinely guided. It's coming from the universe. They are going to help guide someone to come towards you. In actuality, we should never chase love. We should always be patient to what? To be open to attract love. And once again, the divine is involved, they are going to bring us someone that will be suitable for us. And that is really going to give us the pure love that perhaps we didn't get from a previous relationship. They're going to guide us towards someone that is going to give us the relationship that we've been wanting, and it's going to make us feel emotionally happy. So that's what the Ace of Cups is going to be bringing some of you guys. Now, as we shift over to your last card, in the third position, we have here the King of Cups. So the King of Cups, coming from the Ace of Cups, this is your king, but very much so, this could be your queen, because maybe some of you masculine might be dealing with this healing of coming out of a bad relationship where you was hurt, or this could be my feminine energy who is coming out or has come out of a relationship. But the King of Cups very well could be like the Queen of Cups. It's coming to you that is going to love you unconditionally. This is going to be true love. This is going to be someone that is going to be emotional, that is going to care for you, who's going to love you. Unlike the earth energy of the Pentacles, they were the opposite. They didn't love you. They didn't express their love to you. They hurt you. And whatever else that they did to you to make you hurt, well, moving ahead, this energy of the King of Cups is someone that is going to come and basically give you that fulfillment that you want, because Cups is about being fulfilled, right? And then at the bottom of that deck of the King of Cups, we have here the Knight of Pentacles. This goes right back to your first card, the Five of Pentacles. Remember I said it must have been an earth sign that may have hurt you. And I feel that maybe for some of you, even though you have moved on, that this energy from the Pentacles or this earth sign, be it Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, they're going to try to come back to you. Okay, that's one aspect of what I'm getting when I saw the Knight of Pentacles. They may still try to come back to you, may still try to woo you, but you are not dealing with that. You are done. You have closed that chapter out, which is good, and I commend you for doing that, because now you know that you are worth true love. That's one aspect. The other aspect is maybe you wanted that relationship to be taken to the next level, and you felt that it was too slow. The person didn't give you the impression that they wanted to take things to the next level out of the relationship, because the Knight of Pentacles is a slow moving energy. So I kind of feel that as well, that for some of you it might have been a relationship that just had been stagnant. It didn't progress to where you wanted it to go. All right, so those are the two messages I got from that energy. But with the King of Cups, it shows that love is coming towards you. All right, now to clarify the Five of Pentacles in terms of what did that energy mean. Well, we got kisses. It says unconditionally loving, giving and receiving affection, falling in love. Well, this was how you guys were toward the Five of Pentacles. This was you. And for them, it was the opposite. So where you was giving unconditional love and kisses and emotional gestures, if you will, and just really wanting to fall in love and taking it to something even more deeper, the person was the opposite, of this. They really wasn't lathering you with kisses. They wasn't giving you that unconditional love. They were not wanting to give you any type of loving gestures, and they did not want to take the relationship to the next level. Okay, so this is why this card came out, to clarify the energy of the Five of Pentacles. Remember, it's about loss, disappointment, hurt. So this is what you guys went through, and that's why that card came out, because you was giving too much actually to this person. And so like anything else in relationships, there has to be some type of balance. Whereas you give, you should receive. As you receive, you should give, right? It works both ways, right? It's dual, right? But when you're in a relationship where you are giving way too much, then that should be a red flag that something is not right. Why do I find myself giving so much and I'm not receiving, right? So that's sometimes what we have to think about when we are in relationships. And when we don't see no progress and no type of stimulation from the person that they want to take things further, then again, we need to just kind of reflect, reevaluate, and say, is this something that I really want to remain in and stay with? And the answer is probably no. All right? Now, moving over from that, to clarify your Ace of Cups, we have here the butterfly. Okay? Let me bring up the Ace of Cups to you guys again. So remember, I mentioned that the Ace of Cups is all about new starts, about new beginnings. And how fitting that the butterfly came out, because the butterfly represents new starts, new beginnings, transformation. A new turnaround, right? It says relationship evolving to the next phase, healing the inner child, because you are healing, and it says growth. So as you are healing, know that, as I said, behind the scenes, the divine is aligning someone for you guys coming toward the future. In the projected future, the universe is working behind the scenes to bring love to you that will be taken to the next phase. Okay? You guys will click, you will bond, and you will be compatible. Where you didn't see compatibility with your ex, who you just recently left, going forward with this new person, there will be compatibility, right? Now, as we move over to clarify the King of Cups energy, we have, as well as, remember from the bottom as well, you had the King of Cups, but also, we also had the Knight of Pentacles. Remember, I said it was the slow-moving energy, and guess what came up? Not today. This is you guys' attitude. Remember when I mentioned that I felt that some of you might still be, what's the word? Basically, I felt that the Knight of Pentacles, or that energy from your ex, will still try to come back to you, right? Will still try to woo you. Will still want to dingle and dabble, but still not giving you what you want. And so your attitude toward that energy is not today. Not dealing, hurt, avoiding a conversation, call person, boundaries, because you are still angry. You are still hurt. You are still healing from what they have done, right? But guess what happened as I looked at the bottom of the deck and saw soulmates. So for those of you that believe in soulmates, I don't necessarily believe in soulmate. I would say ideal mate, but to each his own. But the point is, I think you know what this means, that you are destined to find that mate, whether it be a soul connection, but you are destined to find that mate. And it says here, soul connection, partnership, agreement, soul contract, right? So it may even lead to something serious, and it may even lead to marriage, if you will, because anytime you think about soul connections and soulmates, generally that energy means stability. It's something solid. It's something that is substantial, and more likely it's something long term, right? So that's the energy that I got from that. Now, as we wind down and close out, we clarify these energies. So what clarified the kisses under the Five of Pentacles? What clarified it was express your love. Again, the first row basically is the past of what you just dealt with. Okay, so when it says express your love, go ahead and make the romantic gesture. This was, again, you guys always initiating romantic gestures. Remember, I mentioned gestures that you didn't see from the past, from your ex, who is now your ex, right? You didn't see this. This was you guys' energy, okay? And the bottom of that deck, you guys, you got release your ex. Why? The time has come to clear your energy. So just know that as you are healing, you are in fact clearing out your energy to open up new energy for someone new. Does that make sense? Yes. And now, to clarify the butterfly under your Ace of Cups, you guys got religious factors. Now, this message in particular, this clarity of the Ace of Cups, this kind of, to me, will go back a little bit over to the energies coming from the first row, and we're going to see how this will change moving ahead. So, what does this mean? It says your love life or relationship that you just came out of, it was influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path, religious factors. It may have been for some of you that religious beliefs may have interfered, perhaps, okay? You believe one thing, maybe the other person believes something else, and maybe they just couldn't see moving ahead long term because it's like maybe they wanted you to follow them. This kind of almost takes me back, you guys, to your spiritual, the first part of your reading, when we're talking about following the path of another, because maybe it may not have been family. It may have been the person that you were dating or was with in a long-term relationship that maybe just didn't see you guys long term because they had an issue or a problem with perhaps your religion and what it was that you followed, and they just didn't see that being compatible. Okay, but like I said, this is for some of you. But moving ahead, who the person that will come your way, guess what? You guys will be on the same spiritual path. You will be okay. Or if you have spiritual beliefs, the person will be okay. It's almost like fair game. It's like, okay, you have your belief, I have no problems with it, and then you won't have no problems with what it is that they believe. Or it could be that you guys might believe in the same thing, and that will even work out even more. So if you had an issue with that, with the person that you just came out of a relationship with, moving ahead with this new person, that won't be an issue. Okay? And now as we close out, to clarify not today attitude with the soulmate energy, right, that came under the wands and the pentacles, to clarify, we have this could be the one. Speaking about that soul connection, whoever this is that's going to be coming towards you, that could be the one. Okay? It says you already met the romantic partner you seek. So spirit knows, the universe knows what it is that you need, what it is that will fulfill you, Capricorns. Okay? What it is that the Capricorns need. The universe has and is already in process of aligning to you that soul connection. That will be the one. And guess what? Remember earlier I mentioned about soulmate and what it generally could mean in terms of taking things to the next level, maybe even marriage. The card that came out or that was at the bottom of the deck was wedding. It says this situation involves marriage. So guys, there you have it. You can't get any more clearer than that. So what does all of this mean? What does this reading means in the love department? Don't worry. Continue to heal, absolutely. But be optimistic about new love. When things leave us, it wasn't meant for us, right? When something ends, something new always comes in whatever area of our life. But when it comes to love, you guys, I see new love approaching you. Give it time. Remember, be patient and let the universe provide and hand you the person that will ultimately be able to and want to take things to the next step so that you will find your overall fulfillment and happiness. All right? So guys, that takes care of that reading. And now Your final part of your reading is, for some of you I know, maybe the other two wasn't really your interest, but when it comes to job, career, money, finance, I know that some of you guys definitely been waiting for this part. So let's get right into it. So the message here is, come out of the low vibrational energy from yourself and how you look at money. Stop judging yourself of your worth and realize you always and realize you always had the power and control to change the narrative of your story for the positive. So that's a very direct message. And so how do the cards in the spread for this part of your reading ties in with that overall message? So the first card that came out was the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is an energy of fighting, okay? Fighting for your rights, fighting for what you believe in. It could also be competition, you know. It could also be protecting your environment, protecting what's yours. So it can depict different meanings. But with this is all about you. Some of you are fighting your own belief in what you think about money. Some of you feel that you are not worthy to have a certain amount of money. I don't know. I just get this energy that some of you, when it comes to money, you feel that I don't deserve that. Or am I good enough to try this out? Am I good for this job? Will I be good for this job? It's almost like you have something in mind that you want to try your hands at. Or it lets me know that maybe you guys are not giving yourself the benefit of the doubt. You're judging yourself too much. And when you do that, guess what happened, guys? You are allowing low vibrational energy to take control over your thoughts, over your ambition, over your thinking. It's not an energy that you want to absorb. You always want to give yourself the positive, optimistic way of looking at things, be it money, love, anything, right? And so once you come out of that energy and stop fighting what it is that you are capable of doing and how it is you can change the way in which you look at things, particularly for money, particularly toward job and career, then what will happen is as we move over, we have here the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups is about happiness. It's about having the things as someone else has. So it's almost like you see this one having happiness and fulfillment, and it's like, I want it, but I don't believe that I can get it. So it's like you are being pessimistic. But the Ten of Cups here that came up shows that you guys deserve happiness and fulfillment as much as anyone else. And when it comes to your money, finance, job, and career, you guys definitely have the ability to create that substantial, that solid career, that job, going after what you want. So reverse that Wands energy, reverse the Seven of Wands energy to your best interest, okay? Stop fighting with yourself. Use this energy in the spirit of the Wands, because Wands is a go-getter. So take that energy of the Wands and go after what it is that you want when it comes to your job, career, and finance, so that you can get to your Ten of Cups, right? And how I know that you guys have it and you will do it is because next up from there in the third card is the Magician. The Magician is basically letting me know that you guys have the resources, you have the skills, you have the talent, you have what you need to shift the direction, to put on that optimistic attitude and that energy to really go after what you want and not sitting back and feeling sorry for yourself, you know, because by doing that, it's not going to get you anywhere, right? It's not. But you need to embrace the spirit and the energy of the Magician, because if you look closely, guys, The magician have here the pentacles, he have here the cups, he have the swords. But what exactly, if you look closely, he is holding out of all the other aces, he is holding the Ace of Wands in his hand. He's holding that wand, which means he has the power. He is ready to go after what he needs. And it kind of ties in with, again, going back to your first card, the Seven of Wands. You know, he is not needing to have so many wands to go after what he is. He just needs to focus on that one thing, one at a time. You know, you don't need to have so many things going on. But if you focus and tune into that one thing that will bring you fulfillment, then the power lies within you and you can bring it, right? And how I know that you guys have been in a very low vibrational energies, because at the bottom of the Magician, there was the Devil card. And unfortunately, guys, this is your energy. The Devil is represented by Capricorn. So this is how I know that some of you are in this energy. But the Devil doesn't have to be taken and seen as something negative. It's just showing you that you guys have been for the past year. Within this past year of 2022, that you guys' thoughts and your feelings about things and how you look and approach money was just low. That was just the shadow side of your energy and how you looked at things. But moving ahead from 2023, you guys are going to reverse this energy. You're going to raise this low energy and you're going to make it high so that you can, in fact, pull up and take up that wand energy and go after what it is you want to when it comes to career and job. When it comes to your money, you are going to do what's needed to achieve what you know is meant for you, and not kind of standing back from a bird's eye view, looking at other people achieve their happiness. But it's as you as well, you have the right. You deserve happiness. When it comes to money, you are going to attract it and you're going to allow opportunities to flow in because of what? Your mindset. You had to shift the way in which you were able to think outside the box and not be confined and restricted to the low energies that you've been under for the past year. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Now, as we move down, we also got the Judgment card that came out for you guys. Judgment, again, is judging yourself. Some of you have been judging yourself too much. You've been judging yourself too harshly. So it's calling for you to stop. And I feel that some of you at this point, toward the end of last year of 2022, I think some of you have realized that I don't want to take this spirit or this energy into the new year. And so you are doing your best to have a new projected vision, to have a new attitude, right? Because this is what this year should be about for all of us, is taking on and having a new attitude to go toward what it is that we want for the positive, right? Now, as we move over, how I know that you guys are close or can get your Ten of Cups, we have here the Ace of Wands. It kind of takes you right back to the Magician when I spoke about the wand that he's holding. It matches this image here of the Ace of Wands. So the fact that I'm making that connection, there's a message there that you guys are in fact going to take on that spirit. You're going to take on that go-getter energy, right? You're going to release and let go this devil energy, that low vibrational energy, and you are in fact going to move ahead and go toward what it is that you want when it comes to your money, finance, job, career, right? So that's very good. Now, moving over from the Ace of Wands. Now, the Ace of Wands, by the way, like I said, it means something new. That means that something on the horizon is going to be opening up for you. Something that you didn't quite expect. So be on the lookout for that. Now, from the Ace of Wands, we got the Seven of Cups here. So the Seven of Cups is about opportunities. It's about decisions and choices that you're going to have to make pertaining to the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is going to bring you something that you're going to be passionate about, and something that's going to uplift you in a very powerful way. So whatever this is, again, you're going to be in a position where you're actually going to have a few opportunities, and it's for you. Remember I mentioned earlier about focusing on just one thing. The wand's energy, it's showing different things. So those wands can very much be somewhat the cups here, so to speak, right? In terms of you being confused or maybe overthinking about what should I do. No, find the thing that you are most passionate about. Find that one thing that you will love, and you will be driven to stay on managing that through the rest of the year. And then you can always find other streams or other opportunities to flow, but you got to first pick out the one that is closer to your heart, something that's going to make you appreciate what it is that you have, right? And following that, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is somewhat compared to the Ten of Cups. It's financial success, right? The Ten of Pentacles is a completion, but it's also success. It means that you have achieved what it was. You have worked hard. You've put in the work. And because of the way you shifted your mind and your thoughts, you were able to create your own financial success. So this is a very good card. Now, as we come down to clarify these energies, to clarify the Judgment with the Seven of Wands, we have here bad health. So when I looked at that, to me, this was just an energy of you guys, kind of somewhat like the devil energy, where you were in bed. Doesn't have to be physical health that this means that you were affected in some kind of way by physical health. It could be. Maybe some of you were dealing with some health issues that kind of kept you back from moving ahead. But in another retrospect aspect, I feel that this could be that you guys were just, like I said, in that low type of energy where you didn't think much of yourself, and it just kind of kept you stuck. It kind of kept you wanting to be in bed, and you didn't feel any type of enthusiasm to kind of go after what it was that you wanted. And this is coming from the past year. But moving ahead, all of this will change, right? Now, moving on to clarify the Ace of Wands to the Ten of Pentacles, you guys, we got marriage. Now, marriage doesn't have to be the physical type of intimate type of relationship in terms of marriage. Marriage here, this card represents contracts. So remember, it doesn't have to always be intimate contracts. This could be business contracts as well. And this energy of this card of marriage, meaning that some of you, because we are here dealing with or talking about your job, money, and career, this is a business contract that you guys will be starting. Because remember the Ace of Wands, if I can pick it up, because it's a flat surface, it's kind of hard to pick up. The Ace of Wands shows that you guys will have a contract coming up for you sometime soon, okay? So if you've been out of work, or if you've been looking for work, okay, maybe you are working and maybe you are looking for something new. Well, this marriage card here, this energy shows that some of you will in fact be receiving something. And speaking of the Seven of Cups, is about decisions. So some of you will have a contract that you will decide upon, but it's going to be that one thing that is going to help fulfill you financially, okay? And as we close out and wind down, to clarify the Wands with the Seven of Cups energy, and remember the Ten of Pentacles as well, we have here unexpected income. So you guys, unexpectedly, probably when you least expect it, something will in fact come through for you financially, and it's going to be something that you're going to be happy about, and you are definitely going to feel financially stable about what it is that this is coming towards you, okay? And then as we close out with a message from your Archangel. And the card that came out pertaining to all of this is Archangel Michael. You have the Wheel. The wheel represents movement, things working in your favor. The message here that Archangel wants you to know is a time of positive change, a situation suddenly moves forward. Fortune is on your side. And that goes right back to this last card of unexpected income. So this is confirmation from your angel, Michael. And maybe in moving ahead, maybe you guys need to connect with your spiritual source. Meditate, pray. Pray to Michael so that he knows that what it is that you want. So acknowledging him and having him by your side, guys, your job, money, and career, finance is looking good for the week ahead. But also remember, energies always can linger around. And the message is very powerful, especially since we are on the brink or have started a new year. So know that this energy actually will continue on for the next month or for the next few months for you guys, right? Because there's change on the way. A new horizon is about to begin. All right, guys, this is what I got for you. I hope it resonated. I'm going to let you go. I hope it wasn't too long, but I wanted to deliver those messages for you. And as always, again, happy born day, and I'm wishing you guys many more solar return days, and stay well and stay optimistic because new beginnings are here for us. Just embrace those new changes and open your arms. All right, everyone? So until the next time, I'm wishing all of you peace, love, and light. Namaste. Enjoy your day. Bye.